You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's
they
go.
say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot. Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? 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 I want to make sure you can hear me good. All of this stuff just got replugged up. I was to clean everything, go wipe everything down. All that stuff. So I had to unplug everything. So can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Good morning, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, shout out to Tasha Sherry for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetie. We almost birthday shine, period. You say a happy almost birthday shine. Thank you, sir, my eardrum. Thank you for realizing that my birthday is something like a holiday. Absolutely. We celebrate all month because why not? Why not? I was thinking about changing my birthday. I was thinking about changing it. I was thinking about changing it from like the 20th to like, I don't know, the 1st. I mean, why not? So hair flip. And so I was thinking about changing it. Do some new, you know. Some people get plastic surgery to try to stay youthful. I'm gonna change my ID. Can I change the year, please? Can we, instead of chopping it down 4 years right here, can we chop it down 4 years on this good identification? So when somebody say you, oh, you sure? They say I'm 28. So hair flip. So yeah, if I was thinking about changing it, go holler at the government. You know, send us nothing. Changing it. Still in September because I was supposed to be a Virgo. I was supposed to be a Virgo. Now y'all know I don't believe in the signs, and I don't believe in none of that. Okay, shout out to y'all. Y'all be like, oh, this sign is compatible with this, and oh, you would be that way because you're a Taurus, and because you're an Aries, so that I don't believe in all that hoopla. Okay, now shout out to the people that do, but I don't believe in all of that. Like I don't believe in all of that. I believe that I am who I am because I just am. Like I have to like, because people usually never guess that I'm a Virgo, so that's why I'm like, your chart clearly wrong because you keep swaying. Oh, that's Scorpio, or you would no Virgo. Okay, is what that word. So people don't never guess me to be that. When people say like, "Oh, what's Sean's sign?" When they say Virgo, they be like, "Oh, okay, I could see it." Versus to KT, don't none of this matter. None of this matters. Okay, September equals Sean. Okay, nothing about what you saying right here we care about. I just wanted you to know that from the heart. We don't give up. Absolutely. We're gonna focus on Sean. Thanks. Shout out to Brown Girl. She said Sean. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. Hurry up and say happy birthday to her. Hurry up, and it only take 2. Dominic did it. That's it. It happened. It happened. It happened. It happened. Eternity did it. It happened. It happened. That's it. We don't need no more. Because she could be out with her fucking family and all type of stuff. But she over here, why? Over here, why? We don't know. Excuse me, Miss Carolyn. I don't know who your daughter thinks she is, but no, it's not. Tell her to say that again. Her life. Just hard headed. Oh my God. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up and say happy birthday to her. It was just Michael Jackson's birthday, and we didn't say happy birthday to him. This is a shame. I can't even start my show. It belongs to me. Okay, now y'all done said happy birthday. The next person said getting blocked. Getting blocked. Okay? Next August 30th, baby girl, brown girl, I'm gonna need you to go find you something to do. Hey, we ain't having no party, we ain't got no balloons, we ain't got none of that. We wouldn't even be prepared. And y'all be thinking that's cute. Like, come to say, you know, it's my birthday. No. That's why we ain't bring shit. That's why we just brought our snacks for the show. That's why we ain't bring no birthday cards, no balloons, no none of that. We don't sing no song, none of that. Ugh. So moving right along, y'all welcome back to my show, the Sean Davy Way Show. So, and that's what that word. That's what y'all wrote. No, stop coming in here born. Oh my God. It's about to be September. Y'all need to get this out. The only other person's birthday I acknowledge in September is my granddaddy, God rest his soul. Okay. My FC, shout out to my FC. I love you, girl. Okay. And the Queen Beyonce. Now, this is her internet. It wouldn't be right. The woman's so damn powerful, we done gave her the internet. She ain't had nothing to do with it. She ain't thought of a piece of the internet, but we gave it to her. So much we love her. So it just wouldn't be right. All right? Now, I wouldn't hear nothing else. Do not come in here born. Do not come in here talking about your mama was in labor on this day. Move right along. So, now, they're tired of saying Erica Mena called Spice a monkey and it was blue. Kato, she done called the woman a blue monkey. We gotta discuss it. We gotta discuss it. After she insulted her damn son. Okay, now we're gonna get into the child because Erica hired your child, hired a kid, Mena. Always want to try to act like she a girl. Ooh, Erica. Girl, it's about to go down. Girl, it's about to go down. Yeah, you about to be very much mad. Yeah, it's about to go down. It is. And Diamond, my girl from Crime Mob. No, y'all remember her? That's my girl. She rocked her hips and wave. And so that's my girl. Now I got 39 flavors of this bootylicious bubblegum, raspberry grapes, sugar, but yummy yum. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl Diamond. That's my girl. So I like her. I like Diamond. Okay. Now I didn't like her on that Oxygen. Remember on the Oxygen channel when they did the sisterhood of hip hop. That show and my girl Bia was on there and I didn't like Diamond on that show. Diamond was a little full of yourself, girl. Okay. And I was saying I'm out there and I am acting a fool. You know, to have done that. That your hair was a little, I'm like, girl, put that nose down, girl, because you got your nose Put it out. So but I like Diamond. And I think Diamond is so pretty. I've always thought Diamond was so pretty. She's so pretty. Like I was like, she's so pretty. I always thought Diamond was so pretty. So shout out to Diamond. I like her. And she done got on tour with everybody. And she ain't got on tour with everybody. Especially Sierra Hardface Glam Shop. Especially her trying to act like she don't look like no squirrel. Went from high school to being real. She was real pretty. She was pretty. And now she looked like, you know. She looked a mess. Thank you, Diamond, for telling her. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Diamond, thank you for letting her know she look hard-faced. Because for some reason, she walking around not being able to give any facial expression. Sandy, look at here. Look at here. She's sitting there. I don't know what your problem is. Why you gotta call her that? I'm like, is she upset? Is she angry? Because I'm like, girl, your poor face. Like, your poor face. I'm like, oh my word. She can, you see, she couldn't do that to save my life. I said, oh my goodness, I can't, there really no skin left on your face, girl. I'm like, what is going on in the nose? It could be more button. I'm like, you know, you look a mess, right? I'm so glad that somebody told Sierra what she needed to hear. You look a mess by the face. You absolutely do. It looks like it's like a slope, like it's drooping, you know. And it's the same thing with Erica Mena. Erica Mena, girl, you look a mess, girl. Girl, you hard looking. They need them big cameras. Girl, y'all hard looking. Y'all is hard looking, trying to compete with these 20-something. Like, girl, dude. Because I love that my high school friends, middle school friends, and stuff like that, they see me and be like, oh my God. They know exactly who I am immediately. I'm like that. So, yeah, hair flip. So we're gonna get into all of that. We're gonna get into all of that. We're gonna get into all that right now. We'll also be coming back live. We absolutely will. Because there's a lot of mess out here in these streets. Oh, there's a lot of mess out here in these streets. We're gonna get to this first. There's a lot of mess going on in these streets. A lot of people are saying my name. My name is being said. I don't know why this dyke on a bike is running around lying on me. J Polar, I'm gonna need you to get your beach. Get your beach. Okay? If I come over there and take that bag of change. Get your beach. Okay? You hear how that ball mouth hole over that line on us? J Polar. J Polar. You hear? Start a cat or what? Are we going to take care of that? Girl, let's take care of it. Then we'll be back live. We absolutely will. Girl, you going to let her sit over there and lie on us like that? You going to let that nigga bitch sit over there and say all that stuff about us, girl? That's where we at? Here for that. So we'll be back. But until then, so Kim Kardashian said she is reportedly embarrassed by Kanye bad clappers going viral. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. She said, how will she explain this to the kids? Miss One Night in Ray J? Like, excuse me? It's cool when you do it. It's the problem when Kim, with this being your ex-husband, I don't see anything wrong with this. You did it. But for money, he's doing it with his wife. Did you, because you couldn't explain it like that to your churn. When you were taking back shots, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, that's hot, Ray J, that's hot. When you were taking back shots, when you were putting on makeup during oral, when you excuse me? Miss Vivid Entertainment herself? Oh no. No. You are not allowed. You are not allowed to be embarrassed by anything that Kanye does, okay? He's famous for being talented. You're famous again. Why are you famous? You're famous. How did you explain that? Just have the same conversation. Just say the same thing over again. Okay, but in Kanye's case, say when a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, because that's what's in the picture right here. A husband and a wife, okay? On your video, there was a whore and a slut, okay? Conjoined. Absolutely. A whore and a slut on your tape. Okay, the two people in your tape, one being a whore, Ray J, and you being a slut. So, yeah. What? That wasn't a husband and wife. You were married. Yeah. You were in a sex tape with Ray J, married. You were married. Okay? That tape is infidelity. Yeah. Let's not go there. Let's not do that. Let him have this. Let him have this. You tried it. Let him have this. He's married. And who he doing it to? It's his wife. Yeah, see, look at here, Tramp. Kanye may have been a lot of things, crazy, all that shit. But one thing he wasn't was a cheater. He didn't cheat on you. He ain't doing nothing. You would have hurry up and said something. You ain't said nothing this one, so he ain't do it. So yeah, he didn't do it. He didn't cheat on you. The one thing he's gonna be is faithful, and that's what he's being. He's being faithful. He's having fun with his wife. It is what it is. I don't know exactly what they're doing, and I don't care. They're married. She's consenting. He's consenting. They're married. What? I don't have any. So what do you mean? I'm just trying to get what she's embarrassed by. What's embarrassing? You've done stuff in public. You're just a slut doing it. You know, if you get photographed doing this, you're unmarried doing it, you know, and whatnot. Like, you're not in a long-term relationship with someone and you can have a little fun. Couples do it all the time. Keep it exciting. They do it all the time. What's the problem? Draw the roll of the partition, please. Songs about it. There's songs about keeping it spicy in public places. Is the driver in the relationship in partition and within the relationship with Jay-Z and Beyonce? No. She was in the back there with her husband, and she said, "Drive roll up this partition, please. I'm about to turn on my man. I'm about to touch out of him. Roll up that damn partition so I can keep my marriage spicy." So that's what that were. A couple sneaking do it all the time. Sometimes they driving on the road, pull over, and have some fun. They even have a park just somewhere random, in the elevator or just somewhere public, just to keep it. It's exciting. Doing it at a family member's house, or something like that. Sneaking in the bathroom. People do it all the time. What's the problem? No, I don't feel like Kanye should have did it this public, but y'all know Kanye run the world. Kanye, look, I'm doing what I want to do. Look, I'm horny. Do something to make me feel better. But she was like, okay. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm like, what's the point? They're married. What is the issue here? I really don't see the problem. But I mean, it is public. I get that. But it ain't like he on a boat with a whole bunch of people. It's him and his wife on a boat. And she gonna give it to her man anytime. Any place. I don't give the fuck who around. I don't want to stop just because the people on the pier are watching us. I don't give a damn what they say. We married. So it's just like, what's the problem? Kanye know he shouldn't been out there showing his little booty. You know, all the in the booty. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, I just don't see what the big deal is. I mean, I get it. It's public. It's Kanye. You know, so it's like, I get it. But they're married. Who cares? Like, ooh, y'all know y'all got caught. You know, that's how I look at it. Like, if I was this friend right now, I wouldn't be calling him like, oh my God, Kanye, what are your kids going to think? Kanye, you know, where was your drawers? You know, like, I say something like that. You know, I'm like, you know, they caught you player. You know, the people see you. You know, the people, the cameraman got you, right? Yeah, that's how my phone call would be. Not like, oh my God, your poor kids. That's not embarrassing. I mean, if you ask me, I mean, it's not really like if Kanye was my dad and it was like, yeah, that was getting some sloppy toppy, you know, from his wife and on a boat and somebody, I'm like, ooh, yeah, dad, you know, like I'd be like that, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, my life is over. Like, no, it's not that big a deal. But if you come and tell me, like, you know, your mom was sucking on 8-9 inches deep throating, you know, on camera, and you know, she literally busting it open. I saw where you came. You know, I saw where you came from. You came out of a beautiful clitoris. So it's just like that is a little different than being like, you know. So you know, I saw your mom taking back shots, right? You know, your mom can get it. You know, like those are the type of conversations that your sons are, especially, are going to have to deal with. Kardashian. This compared to what you did, girl. The audacity to be embarrassed by what? I mean, you were being a literal slut. You were married in a sex tape you had with the person you were committing adultery with. And the whole world saw it. You did that before you got married to Kanye, and Kanye still decided to take you flaws and all. What's the problem? What's the problem? Wipe it off the internet like he tried to wipe your ex tape. Don't be embarrassed. Do something about it. Remember how Kanye tried to buy Cornhub to get rid of your tape? Because that was the last public place pretty much that it was. Remember that? You remembered it. Yeah. So he wasn't embarrassed by it. He just, I mean, I'm sure there was times to be like awkward moments when it come to it. But other than that, I don't think that he, you know, him walking up with you on red carpets and, you know, and all of that stuff, I'm sure that's the last thing he was thinking about. So I don't get what he's married. What is the problem? How are you embarrassed? You're not with him. Girl, you want to be with Kanye again so bad. That's what it's giving. Like, girl, get in a relationship because you still everywhere with Tristan Thompson, and everybody swear that they're just friends. Okay, that'll be the next season. He moving out of Chloe and then with Kim. So I'm here flip because I still keep sending my parties, concerts, all of this stuff together. Weird. And Chloe don't be nowhere inside it. So I just like, weird. It's weird. It is. I mean, it's weird. Just like people thought it was weird when Chloe was hanging with Scott so tough when he first broke up with Courtney. It was weird. Like it was. It's still people to this day that still think that they slept together. But I mean, hey, it just is what it is. So moving right along, Kim, give your turn the same speech that you haven't given, because remember, she hasn't talked to her kids about this, about her ex tape, but she'll sit down. Now look at what your dad. Look who your dad. Like, oh, explain this to the kids. That's the least of your worries. Girl, that's the least of your worries. Let's get into this. Not this. We already covered those. R.I.P. There's no real update on that yet, but we will update you guys when we have a real one. What is this? Oh, did I must have put them on the other one. It's fine. I'll just go to the neighborhood talk. So Erica Mena calls Spice a blue monkey. Y'all, let's get into it.
Because at the time,
any woman would have.
And why? Why would you compare?
Your friend and he felt that way. I was his wife, and he felt nothing.
That don't have nothing to do with me. If he felt nothing for you, like, so it's just confusing.
So
like,
you're telling
why?
me if you were in my shoes, you're telling me you wouldn't feel no type of way as a woman?
What do you mean if I was in your shoes? In what way? What do you mean? Because I feel like your problem is, Erica, you feel like you're the first woman to be divorced. That's the problem. Really? I feel like you're acting like you're the first woman to be divorced, and you're the first woman that's left with 2 children to fend for. I've been doing it for 14 years. Welcome to the club.
Girl, I've been doing it for
nowhere.
16.
Okay?
16.
Okay, with your son that don't like you. My son loves me.
How do you know
let's talk about that? Stop always making it about you.
How do you know about my son?
You said I know it, right? That's what you said. Started the conversation and said, look.
You don't know about my son. I don't believe y'all just.
No.
Grace is officially disgrace in my book. This woman was given a second chance at life by God. And here she is choosing to use that second chance at life to come at me and my son. It just speaks volumes on who she is. Once you cross the line and speak on my kids, just know we will forever have beef.
These bitches ain't just shaking tables, they flipping them. What the? That bitch should have died. You want to mention my kid? You should have died, bitch. Yo, open the door. Let me out. Let me out. I'm gonna keep myself in here. Let me out, bitch. Your son hates you. Your son hates you, bitch. You monkey. You blue monkey.
Eric, I cannot believe you. You just called this girl a monkey and then said she should have died. What type of is this? You have Jamaican children. Would you like for somebody to call your children monkeys?
But why did you feel the need to compare us, though? Because at the time,
Any woman would have.
And why? Why would you compare?
Your friend and he felt that way. I was his wife, and he felt nothing.
That don't have nothing to do with me. If he felt nothing for you, like, so it's just confusing.
So you're
like,
telling
why?
me if you were in my shoes, you're telling me you wouldn't feel no type of way as a woman?
What do you mean if I was in your shoes? In what way?
If
What do
you
you
were-
mean?
if-
Because I
if
feel
you
like
were
your
me-
problem is, Erica, you feel like you're the first woman to be divorced. That's the problem. Really? I feel like you're acting like you're the first woman to be divorced, and you're the first woman that's left with 2 children to fend for. I've been doing it for 14 years. Welcome to the club.
Girl, I've been doing it for
nowhere.
16.
Okay?
16.
Okay, with your
16
son that
as a
don't like
teenager.
you. My son loves me.
How do you know
let's
about
talk
my
about
son?
that.
Yeah,
Stop always
how do you
making
know
it about
about
you.
my son? How do you know about my son?
You said I know it, right? That's what you said. Started the conversation and said, look.
You don't know about my son. I don't believe y'all just.
No.
Grace is officially disgrace in my book. This woman was given a second chance at life by God. And here she is choosing to use that second chance at life to come at me and my son. It just speaks volumes on who she is. Once you cross the line and speak on my kids, just know we will forever have beef.
These bitches ain't just shaking tables, they flipping them. What the?
That bitch should have died. You want to mention my kid? You should have died, bitch.
Yo, open the door. Let me out. Let me out. I'm gonna keep myself in here. Let me out, bitch. Your son hates you. Your son hates you, bitch. You monkey. You blue monkey.
Eric, Erica, I cannot believe you. You just called this girl a monkey and then said she should have died. What type of is this? You have Jamaican children. Would you like for somebody to call your children monkeys?
But why did you feel the
Wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. I get it. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Okay. That was a lot, right? Okay. So I will start off by saying this. I do not agree with Spice bringing up, not bringing up, coming for Erica's relationship with Erica's son. Okay. But, and I'm going to say this is a strong but. Okay. Spice didn't say anything disrespectful about Erica's son. She did not. She didn't. That's when I believe kids, you leave kids out of it, right? So she didn't say anything disrespectful about her son. Now, see if she attacked her son. Go ahead, go off. Pretty much like what comes out of your mouth after that. I get it. Somebody's sitting there in front of you blatantly disrespecting your child, no matter how old they are. So I get that, and I would be like, okay, I'm not, you can't blame, because, when people are angry, they say things when they're angry. Because it's like when you say something, again, say something about somebody's kid to set them off, they ain't even going to think, they just going to go, so there's no different than fighting. Sometimes you don't even think about it. It's just, you just look up and you fight. Like it's just up and stuck, at that point. So I don't agree with, but again, this is why it's hard for me to disagree with Spice, because Spice didn't bring up Erica's son. Erica did. Spice said, because Spice and Safari were still cool, like while the whole divorce and everything was happening between he and Erica Mena. So Erica, being the narcissist that she is, feels like everybody should pick her side, especially if you're a woman. Everybody's coming with me, type of situation. I'm leaving. Who's coming with me? So that's why Bambi and Sierra Harface, all of them, that's why they keep putting their nose where it don't belong. No different with Bambi divorcing Scappy. That ain't got nothing to do with Erica. Bambi's friends, but they keep inserting themselves. People like Erica Mena, they keep inserting themselves in something that ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, fall back if your friend, and a lot of people overstep when you're confiding. So when Erica is confiding in Sierra, confiding in Bambi, and whatnot, that's giving them the energy to feel like, well, I know everything basically that's been going on, but you only know one side. You only know what Erica's been telling you. You have no idea what Safari's been going through. You have no idea what Scappy has been going through. Even if they are doing foul things like cheating and stuff like that, maybe there's reasons behind it. Just shit on him first. You just never really know until you know the whole story. That's why it's best to just stay out of it. But they keep inserting themselves. They feel entitled to their story because they've been told it. So they feel like they're in it, like you're not, even when you're going through it yourself, type of situation. I feel like Erica and Bambi are overlooking the fact that both of y'all going through the same stuff at the same time. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice how Erica and Bambi was having a baby together? Erica, literally, they're both pregnant at the same time. I just had baby showers. They got kind of married around the same times. They got divorced around the same times. Y'all two are toxic. Y'all aren't good friends. Y'all aren't, because one of y'all marriages should be working out. Neither one of y'all marriages is working out. Neither one. Because if my friend is going through something in their marriage, I'm going to encourage them to stay, as long as it's not anything physical or anything like that. If they're just having normal problems or just bored within the marriage, or there's a lot of arguing going on, I'm going to encourage them to stay. It don't feel like either woman were, strong for each other. Instead, they rallied with each other. And now that's why both of y'all going through the same shit at the same time. That's why it's better to separate yourself from some of these people that you're around, because it can be really toxic. Like there's toxic relationships, there's toxic friendships. You know, like absolutely. To where Bambi and Erica, did they not just get arrested together? You see my point? You see, that y'all need to get away from each other. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to get away from each other. This is why Spice don't take none of Erica's ish, because Spice is on a different wavelength. Because Spice has been through a lot. So, like Spice is saying in this clip, why are you acting like you the first woman to get divorced? Like all of us got to rally behind you, you know, and all of this stuff. You and Safari not getting along, you and Safari divorcing, him not loving you or having no feelings for you or whatever, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Unlike Bambi, who would enter and act, oh girl, yeah, you right. And yeah, girl, that's that. No, F him, girl. Nah, I gotta. So it's like Bambi into it with Safari, and Safari didn't even do anything to Bambi. So that's the thing with Spice. Spice, like, you into it with Safari. Why I gotta be into it with, like, girl, I don't have a problem with him. I like Safari. Safari's cool. Like, I like him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. Like, I've been a single mother. I've been raising my kids alone. Like, oh, the girl I've been doing it years. Like, girl, what you going through right now ain't nothing new. Like, welcome to the club, girl. Like, what you and him going through, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between y'all. You walk around entitled. You walk around like I'm supposed to just be like, oh, poor Erica. He's so dirty. I'm a step. No, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Welcome to the club. So, and that instinct is when Erica decided to bring up her own son. Spice never brought up Erica's son. She did not. She did not. So how she taking shots at the son and she didn't bring him up? She didn't. When she brought up the fact, I've been doing it for 16 years. I've been doing it for 16 years. Spice like, girl, your son don't even like you. Scappy has said the same thing. Stevie J. There's been so many people that have came for her about her firstborn. All right? It's giving that he don't like her. And I'm not saying that it excuses what Spice said, but it makes sense. And then Erica always get real hot when somebody say something like that. Like Scappy did the same thing. And I'm going to pull up that clip too. Scappy did the same thing. And Erica always gets so angry when somebody says it because it's true. If somebody told me right out of my face, oh, your kid don't like you, you ain't take care of your kid, prove it. Because I'd have been in my kid's life from ground up. All they births right there. Cut all of their umbilical cord, all of it. Me. Sign every birth certificate, me. Named them all, me. So I'm like, yeah. I have a 16-year-old. Been his house since whole life. He don't know nothing but me and his mama. That's it. So if somebody says something to me, I'm secure. I know I raised my kids. So I'm not worried about it. It doesn't, I'm not flipping tables all for what? That ain't true. That flip a table for what? If you know you a good parent, now I see if Spice attacked her son. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah. Go ahead, Erica. You got that right. They're like, don't be coming from that woman, kids. So it's like, I get that. But it's not that. All she said was that he don't like you. That made you that mad that you flipped the table over, called this woman a blue monkey, wish she died, all of it. But I'm supposed to believe there's no truth to what Spice is saying. You're triggering me. You're triggering me. No, I believe Spice. I believe exactly what she said. And again, Stevie J, Scappy. There was a woman too that did it on the show. And not like, so it's like there has to be some truth to it. So, and that's the thing. Fix that. Because that's all she said. And that's not disrespectful to her son. Now, should Spice have said that? No. I'm not a agreeing like, yeah, Spice, you should have said that. Because I don't believe the conversation at that moment in time warranted Spice to say that. So that it wasn't cool for Spice to say that. It's not. But she did, so, and she needs to be held accountable for that. So because it's like, Spice, girl, that wasn't very motherly, or ladylike. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not about to condemn Spice for saying that. Like, it's really not that big a deal. Like, I mean, because if everybody was going, you got to give Stevie J the same energy. You got to give Scrappy the same energy. Don't just be sitting around here saying Spice foul when everybody else, and with so many other men, have said the same thing. Even Rich Dollars and all of them, they say the same thing. But it's the problem. If you are a mother or a father that is not taking care of your kids, oh, well. If somebody put that in your face, oh, well, because should nobody be able to do that? So for people to say that's so foul, how? When Erica don't bring her son on no reality show that she did. I believe there was like one clip one time shown of him. And I believe he was at her grandmother's house. Okay? All right? And her son is autistic. All right? That's no excuse. It's called reality TV. You show the things that are important to you. That's simple. No different with Drea from Basketball Wives. They came at her about her son. They came at her. It was hurtful. But you know what Drea did? Drea became a better mother because it was being called out. Because sometimes you don't even pay attention to it. You're not really necessarily doing what you should be doing. I feel like that made Drea become a better mama but there were problems. So she can't make it seem like it wasn't things going on. It was. Like it was. There was some, neglect in ways, a lot of time spent away from said child, because she out here thotting and bopping and, stuff like, so I do think that reality TV helped Drea become a better mother, I think that helped. Because after that, you heard nothing else about any, like you would see her, she was bringing her son on camera, all of that stuff, taking him out, taking him shopping, going to eat with him, going to his games. I think he was playing a sport or something like that. So I think it made Drea a better mother, is how I looked at it. And Drea didn't bring her other kids that she had after said son on camera before him. No, she brought him on there first. And when it comes to Erica Mena, it gives that, I don't know if she's ashamed of her son or afraid that people are going to bully him, and things like that. Because why bring the kids that you have with Safari on camera immediately? Neither child is autistic. Why are those children on camera? Why? You'll celebrate motherhood with these children, but you didn't do it with your older child. Why? I don't understand that. Do you feel that these children that you have with Safari are more socially acceptable? So you don't feel that people will really mock or bully them because in your mind, in your eyes, what you see is beauty. But in your son, you don't necessarily feel that way. You feel that people would mock him and ridicule him and things like that. They can still do that to the kids that you have now. Just because you think they're cute and I think they're cute doesn't mean everybody's going to think that. They could still be ridiculed. They could still be mocked. They could still be all of those things. So to me, that's an excuse, honestly. Again, so, and Erica needs to sit in that. Erica likes to sit around all day and call out people's faults. So when somebody calls out yours, it shouldn't be a problem. Again, Spice did not disrespect her son. She didn't. She could have, but she didn't because she, I believe, like y'all, feel, leave the kids out of it. But Erica brought her kid up. It's like, girl, don't bring up a kid that we barely have ever even seen, girl. The most we know about that child, he didn't even like you. He didn't even like you. And again, he still don't live with Erica. He don't. Only the kids that she got with Safari live with her. He don't live with Erica. He living with the family member he been living with. The family member that been taking care of him. So, and Erica, you wrong. That is why you feel guilt. Because you do love your son. You do love him. It's just sad that we didn't get to see it. So how you come on camera before Safari's kids, you basically came on camera like you didn't even have a son. You out here wilding like you didn't even have a kid. You hopping from this house with this person and this person and this person and this person. It's like, do you even have a son? Like, it's what it gives. A lot of these men out here be the same way. They happen from this person to this person to this person to this person. Like, do you even have any kids? Like, we never even see your kid. Like, do you even have it? Do you even exist? So that's the same energy that Erica is always given. So now to be on camera embracing motherhood and stuff like that, why wouldn't your son have a problem with that? I would have a problem with that. If I was her son and you didn't have me on camera like this, but you all on camera with them and, oh, we're a family and all of this stuff, and I'm not included in none of this, you taking family photos with them, pregnancy, maternity photos with other. I mean, would you like your parent? If you saw them doing all of this on TV with a whole other family, it's like leaving you in the dust. It's just like, so, like I said, I could understand if he doesn't like Erica. It would make sense. He has a lot of reasons for what I'm giving, just seeing publicly. I don't know what's going on in the background, but publicly, he has plenty of reason to dislike her. Plenty. All the embarrassing things she do on camera and all that stuff, there's plenty of reasons not to like her. Plenty. If she was my mom, I would be very disappointed. I would love her because I feel like all kids still love their parent. You know, like even if they weren't the best, you know, you still have love for them. So I think it's the same thing with this situation. Absolutely. With Erica taking it to the next level and saying that she wish Spice would have passed away, and that Spice is a blue monkey. It's been reported a while back. Actually, where is it? I think Neighborhood Talk has it right here. In 2015, wasn't it? Yep. So y'all don't remember in 2015 when promoters accused Erica Mena of calling them black monkeys. Okay, and this is from the All Hip Hop. An article is dated January 28, 2015. Hip Hop rumors Erica Mena spazzes on promoters calling them black monkeys. Okay, calling them black monkeys. So this is nothing new with Erica. Erica thinks that she can do whatever she wants to do. That'd be the weird part, because it's just, you're just on reality television. If you leave reality television, there is no you. So, because you have nothing else going on for yourself, besides these little wannabe, business and branding deals that you be trying to make all of you girls to end up still filing for bankruptcy. And so, you have nothing going on, and you don't have a real talent. You absolutely don't. You're a glorified video girl. Yeah, that's all. That was the height of your career. Was being a glorified video girl. Like, that is all you are. You're always, when you're not a star when you keep being connected to appendage. When it's not the last album she dropped or the last movie she made, it's more so the last dude she was sleeping with. Oh. Yeah. That's when you're a no one. I'm just saying, in the industry, you're a no one. You that one girl, the girl that sleeps with married men, and all of that. So I mean, it just is what it is. A groupie. And you tried to turn that into a household name. That didn't work. So Erica and other people in the Latino community, shout out to the Latino community. There's no hate, no nothing. I love all races, nationalities. I love y'all, right? Because y'all love me. But I think a lot of times, Latino people overlook culture. Okay, just because we're in the same neighborhood does not mean you get to do what I do. Okay. And what I mean by that is, if we're in the neighborhood and I walk up to my homeboys and I say, "What up, my niggas?" or "What up, niggas?" you don't get to do that too. Okay. Because if I walk up and say it, it's non-threatening. Okay. If you walk up and say it, one of the four or one of the five may swing on you. They may swing on you. They may swing on you. I've called Cardi out on that from the dawn of time. From the dawn of time. You can tell you're just getting here. Because I used to call her out on all the time. Literally. literally. So what y'all don't get is just because it's okay with the people that that you cool with, it doesn't mean that everybody, which I explained with Cardi a long time ago, doesn't mean everybody's going to be okay with it. Okay, there's going to be some people that don't mind that you said, like even in your neighborhood, you grew up with those people, so they know you. So since they know you don't mean any malice or any ill will behind what you are saying. But in other communities and other neighborhoods, they may not be cool with it. So just because you don't get beat up in the Bronx, because they know you in the Bronx, you may get beat up in Chicago. You may get beat up in Indiana. You may get beat up in Wisconsin. You may get beat up in Atlanta. You may get beat up in LA. You just may. You may get beat up in Miami. Like you just may get, you just may get popped. It just is what it is. So that's why I say it's on that person. Like it ain't got nothing to do with me that Cardi say the N-word. That's cool. And the reason why I say it's cool, because she's saying it out there. She's saying it out there. If she came around my people, the people that I hang with, she act like she liked to fight, because she definitely would. Oh yeah. In my family and around the people that I hang with, no. Because we're not gonna call you Chico, Chica. We ain't gonna call you none of that stuff. We don't. We're gonna say hello. How you doing? The most you may get called is bro, but we're not gonna call you nigga. We're not gonna do none of that stuff. So we're not expecting you to say it either. That's it. That's all. Like that. That's it. No disrespect. I'm not gonna come around a Latino person and call them things that they call each other. If they call each other mijo and mija, me walking up to them and calling them, hey, mijo, they could take that as a form of, I don't know you. So don't call me that. I don't know you. Like, so, I mean, it's the same thing. So it's due to culture. So if I was raised in a Latino community, and whatnot, and people will call me mijo and, mija, stuff like that. That's how we speak, and whatnot, then that's fine. But it doesn't mean if I go to Mexico or if I go to Cuba, or somewhere like that, to just walk up to people, mija, mijo. No. Mm-mm. No. Because so just be respectful. And that's how I look at it. I don't have anybody around me that's Latino. I don't make them feel like they're Latino. They're a person to me. So it's just that simple. Now I can teach them things about my culture. They can teach me things about theirs, and whatnot. That's cool. Like I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not going to call him my Latino friend. I'm going to call him my friend. But a lot of these girls, that the ones that swear it's nothing, like to label. They like to label things in color and color associated to animal, and things like that. So with her calling her a blue monkey, I believe she's calling her that because she's a dark-skinned woman. Okay, but Erica walk around all year trying to tan, very black woman-esque, everything that she does. She's absorbed the culture. They love to sleep with black men and have children with black men. Just because you have something black inside of you does not make you black. It does not. It's a way of life. Having something inside of me does not make me Latino. It doesn't. So if I was a black woman pregnant by a Latino man, it doesn't mean I'm Latino now. I can go around just taking this culture and just wrapping it around me as if I'm in it, and then be disrespectful towards the culture as well. That doesn't make sense. That's why it's good to call these things out, because you don't get to pick and choose. You don't get to say what's good enough for you. So she'll sit here and call a black woman a blue monkey, all of this stuff, but won't even have near that type of disrespect towards Safari, somebody that she's actually angry with. And this moment in time, she's giving him more respect than she's giving this woman, just for speaking her truth, and not getting involved. It's cool till it ain't cool, right? So she down with black people, basically one of us, until the creator of them which is Black women. Without Black women, it would be nothing Black. That's why it's queen before king, because we need the queen in order to produce kings. So you'll disrespect the hierarchy, like you'll disrespect that immediately to disrespect something that comes from it. That's what blows me. Because like, why even go there? That should, having little Black kids walking around, that shouldn't even be in your vocabulary saying stuff like that. Because the things that we do as parents, our children reap that karma a lot of the times. They reap the karma from it. You know, it's that simple. So you're sitting around here spewing all this evil, and it'll come back on your daughter tenfold. Literally. People will make fun of her and call her things just because you did. Just because you did. Not even because they got a problem with your daughter. You know, she's going to have to start school and stuff like that soon. So it's like, you got to be careful of what you do, because that energy could come back to her, not you. It ain't having to do with you. You just fine. But your daughter going through hell because of the things that you've done. Kim Kardashian doing that sex tape. Her kids going to go through hell because of that. Because of how famous they are. So they're going to go through hell. Because that's her karma, though. That ain't got nothing to do with them. What they do. What they do. What they do. So it's the same thing. So Erica, you can't sit around making it seem like you don't have a problem with Black people. And then as soon as you get upset with one, you're calling them blue monkeys and all of that stuff, all over words. A simple disagreement. And you go from that to I wish you were dead. So you're wishing a Black woman dead after disrespecting her and calling her a blue monkey due to the melanin in her skin. So it's like, if your children were darker, because you're comfortable saying things like that because your kids are lighter. So if your kid was darker, more melanated, would you want somebody calling your kid a monkey? A blue monkey? Or just a monkey in general? So you're associating, because you feel like, because you've done this since 2015. So to Erica, if a Black girl likes her, then she's cool with you liking her because she's a narcissist. But if a Black girl doesn't like her, she's completely fine with it because she don't like none of y'all no way. And she don't like none of y'all no way. So no, y'all monkeys. Y'all blue monkeys. Y'all Black monkeys. Like she don't like none of y'all no way. Well, I mean, it just is what it is, you know. So if you like her, to me, that's still a form of like being prejudiced or racist. It's because it's still like you don't, because a lot of people, women that aren't Black, I feel have that like, I don't know, because like they'll sleep with Black men, you know, and all of this stuff, right? And they'll feel like they're a part of us, you know, like they're part of the squad, you know, whatnot, because they're sleeping with this person. But then as soon as they get into it with that same person, if there's a woman present, whether it's the sister, mother, auntie, friend, all type of stuff, they birds and Black monkeys and apes and all of this stuff, but the man is just fine. They don't feel that way about the men at all, you know, because they desire them. So since they desire, you know, Black men, they feel like that's it. You know, I don't have to respect your mother or your sister or your friend, or I don't have to respect any of them because all of them are monkeys. You know, all of them are disgusting. I don't want nothing to do with them. But you, since I sexually desire you, you are okay with me. Anybody we produce is okay with me because it's from my line. But them, I don't want nothing to do with them. But if their sister just so happens to be friendly towards them, then they'll accept them. They'll let them in. But they don't care about how the mom feels, none of that. Unless they're accepting of them. If I don't like y'all, because that's just how you've always felt. Like, literally, like you've always felt that way. You know, that's not anything new. And the ones that you know have respect for Black women are the ones that befriend them, and it's usually at a young age. So, you know, like a lot of white women, if they're friendly with Black women at a young age, they usually grow up with a healthy relationship with Black people in general. You know, But if they've never really hung around, because it takes a woman, you know, to show the true representation of how Black people are, meaning they're not in this friendship for sex, you know, or anything like that. The men are. So that's why it's so important to have a relationship with a Black girl. Like it's important, because then they're going to teach you a lot about the men if you are interested, you know, in them. So then you have a healthier balance, a healthier relationship, you know, with Black people, you know, like upon approach, you don't fear them, you know, and things like that, because you have a healthy relationship from it. People fear things they either haven't experienced or don't understand. So if you're of another nationality and you haven't been around, like no different than with September 11th and all that stuff that was going down, a lot of people from overseas, you know, from like Afghanistan and, you know, stuff like that, people feared, you know, immediately upon approach. You had on a hijab or anything like that, instantly people were afraid of you, you know. But if you already knew people, you know, from like Afghanistan and, you know, stuff like that, then you have a healthier relationship with this. So it's like you're not, because literally the type of racism and prejudice that happened to people from overseas, from like Kuwait and, you know, I mean, Iran and, you know, stuff like that, it was bad. They were treated so bad. It was to the point where people wouldn't even get on like public transportation if somebody had on a hijab. Like it was bad, very bad. And it was the fear behind it. So that it takes, I feel like it took like a woman, you know, to come in and show people like there's nothing to fear, you know. And that's how I feel with Black women. With Black people, Black women to me are the better representers, you know, when it comes to other women, not men. When it comes to other women, it's more important that I feel that they have a relationship. So you can tell that the relationships that Erica had with Black women, the majority of them have been more so of a push, you know, of a, they like me, so cool. But as soon as you don't like her, she does not care. She does not mind, because that's how she truly feels come out. Because if you don't feel like Spice is a monkey, if you don't feel like she looks like a blue monkey, why did that ever even come out of your mouth? She was outside, Erica. There was no reason for her to keep turning up. It was no reason for it. That's just how she feels. Literally. But this has always been in her. She's always said some ridiculous things, some really ridiculous things when it comes to especially Black women. When she falls out with Black women, she falls out with them differently than she falls out with other people. And I just think that women like her have no respect for Black women. They are specifically in it for the men. That's it. I don't want nothing to do with y'all. I mean, the ones that want to be around me, I guess, you know, like the Bambis of the world, you know, because I mean, look at the pattern of Erica falling out with people. Look at the pattern. She basically don't really know the cast at all. I mean, she would, because it's predominantly Black women. See, she wants us to it to look like we making things up. No, it's fact. You don't get along with the cast because they're Black. You know, I mean, because y'all see, remember when she made up with Sin? Her and Sin went from cheating on each other. She's cheating on Sin with Bow Wow and, you know, all of this stuff. And then they had a business together. Sin put a bunch of her money in it and, you know, all of that and blah, blah, blah. And you look up a few years later, she on a cruise. I mean, a vacation with, at the time, Joe Budden and Sin. And, you know, it's like, okay, well, you had no problem forgiving her. You didn't have no problem making up with Sin. Because that's the type of girl you want around you. You don't. That's why, literally, she don't get along with like 85% of the cast because they're Black. And they women. The only man she beefing with, the Black man on the cast that she beefing with, technically would be like Scappy. Like, and that's because of Bambi. If not for Bambi, because she was just cool with Scappy. She didn't fall out with Scappy until Bambi did. So again, that's just what it gives. If you ask me, that's just what it is. She don't have no problem disrespecting the Black women. but she always cool with the dudes. Black dudes, she always cool with. She always cool with them. You know, she's had her exchange of words with a few of them, but she always end up forgiving them or finding a way for them to be cool again, just like her and Scrappy. Yeah. But then when it comes to the women, she's mad disrespectful. Mad because she don't care. That's just, you know. But it's a lot of women out there that are like her, that are a lot like Erica, a lot. And y'all need to be called out so y'all can realize like what y'all doing and whom it affects. So it says, y'all agree social users say Erica Mena should be fired from Love and Hip Hop for colorist remarks made to Spice. Now, I don't feel like she should be fired for, again, colorist remarks and whatnot, because I feel like everybody should. Erica is not the only person that has made colorist remarks throughout the series, okay? Evelyn it was crazy how she treated OG, and she's still coming back. All of these shows are on VH1. So if you're gonna fire Erica, I'm fine with Erica being fired for the colors remarks. I don't feel like she will be, but because y'all know they don't care about that. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. They don't care. So but fire everyone. Don't just fire Erica. Fire Evelyn Sue, and a few other people as well. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. But you know they don't care about these type of topics. You know, people the color of me, especially women, that like the tone of me or darker. Y'all know they at the bottom of the totem pole, and they've always been at the bottom of the totem pole. It's just like, let's just keep it real. Like, I mean, no reason to lie. As a Black male, you get certain privilege on shows like this. You do. The women are more so than often embarrassed. They're used as the ones to, you know, throw the drinks and fight each other and say inhumane things to each other. They put the women out there to destroy one another. But the men, they kind of get, you know, notice you see way more scenes with the men just getting together, having a drink, chilling, playing pool, you know, and then they'll have like one woman come. So whether it's like somebody that's friends with one of them, they're going to talk, you know, and whatnot. The men, they don't really put them on Front Street. You know, I feel like they're trying to do it this season with Scrappy. I feel that they're trying to put him on Front Street like they did Stevie J back in the day with, you know, the whole Jocelyn and, you know, whatnot. But I feel like they put all the flack on the women. That's why shows like Love and Hip Hop put Black women in the forefront, because they're using the show to humiliate them. They're not sitting down talking about, like, at least with the with the Housewives franchises, they do let them sit down and talk about their businesses and stuff. They don't encourage them to literally fight, because drama is enough. Drama is enough. So just them having drama with each other, just them arguing, oh, Sheree throwing shade, Candy throwing shade, you know, that's enough to keep the show going. They don't have to put their hands on each other. They don't have to throw drinks at each other. They don't have to say just the most outrageous thing. They don't have to do none of that. The Housewives franchise is paying their women decently. I will give Andy and Bravo that. They are paying them. So they're not paying them to embarrass themselves. They're paying them to do more. So you can take the money that we're giving y'all to invest in companies and brands and whatnot and push it while you're here. Like Candy, that's why, you know, I will give Candy that. Candy's always promoting something. Candy's always pushing something. I appreciate that with Candy, because she's actually using the platform for what it's for. So instead of just okay, that only gets you so far. We're also interested in business concepts and stuff like that. We're interested, you know, in seeing that type of stuff too. It's not just all about the fight. We wouldn't mind seeing the talent and whatnot as well. So they're being paid well. On Love and Flip Flop, they're not. So the ones that are actually getting securing a cute little coin is the ones that's always into it, because they are literally fighting for the camera. That they're fighting for it, because that's how it's more so like correlated to who gonna make the most money, you know, type of situation. So it's a constant battle for, like, look at what's her name? Erica Banks. She go on there, she already getting drinks thrown on her, you know, all of this stuff. It's just like, girl, aren't you supposed to be a polished rapper? You know, that's on your way to the top, girl, you know, just having a couple of roadblocks, just like anybody else in the industry. But I mean, you keeping it going, like you on here send out, girl. People already throwing drinks at you, running up when you like, girl, like, girl, what? Like, what is this? Like, girl, like none of that happened. Like Remy Ma, people like that, they have more, like, look, about all that, I'm a star, like I ain't got to do all that, type of situation. But it's like, girl, that's what it's for. So, no, I'm not trying to take the fights away from y'all. Y'all can have it. But what I'm just saying is this is why these women have to do that. They shouldn't have to. They should be being paid well, because these companies like Love and Hip Hop and VH1 are still making millions and millions and millions of dollars off of these women and the behavior that they display on camera. They're making a lot of money off of them, and they're not getting what they deserve. They're not getting their just due. At least on the Housewives, all of the franchises, at least they're getting coin. At least they get enough money to buy a home and, and stuff like that. Like they do well. You do better too, but they do well. Nene was being paid millions. Literally. That's why I know why she that check. She was greedy trying to get over to take money. But she was getting paid like what, 1 point something a season. That's great. When you got people on Love and Hip Hop making $10,000 for the whole season. Girl, you got people on Love and Flip Flop that been on 5-6 shows and didn't even sign a contract, just an affiliate of the show. But on here fighting and getting their hair pulled out and throwing drinks and, and they ain't getting no check at all. Literally. So that's the sucky part. That's why I'm like, well, I mean, at least y'all gonna be doing all this stuff. Y'all might as well go on YouTube. A Zeus. At least you're going to get paid. I'm like, wow. At least you're going to make some money. But a lot of them are getting paid in Instagram followers, Twitter followers. That's how they get paid. Being on a show, hoping to show a play their song, and, magically somebody going to hear it and they're going to have that Cardi B story. So, literally, it's not helpful. Erica Banks going on Love and Hip Hop to me was a mistake. Like, she shouldn't have went on there, because I think Erica Banks is relevant enough to not be on a show like that. Now them other girls, the Rubies and all, yeah, y'all need this. Y'all need this. But Erica Banks, I really don't feel like she needed to be on there. I feel like Love and Hip Hop is like an MLC, a moron's last chance, or musician's last chance, however you want to take it. And I just don't feel like she should have went on that show. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So yeah, they can fire her. I wouldn't be against it, but I don't think that they will. I don't think they'll fire Erica Mena. I absolutely do not. I think that they're going to let her keep her position. I do think this is what happens. This is what goes of the own. So let's get into and again, y'all know how I feel about this. I don't feel like it was okay what she said. I feel like it was crazy that she said that, and I feel bad for because don't get me wrong, I get that Erica wasn't, I guess, the best mother to her son, but that's between her and her son. That it really don't have anything to do with us. Like, I know I done said things about it in the past, and I'm going to continue to say things because I feel like Erica should stand on her ish. You're on reality television. Yeah. And your son is part of your actuality. And you don't show him, and you choose not to. And that is your decision. It doesn't mean that you don't see him or that he's not in your life. But you need to be held to your ish. Like you need to be held to your ish. You do. And I'm not talking about what between you and your son. That's between you. And again, I do not agree with Spice saying that her son don't like her. It's still hurtful. Just I get it. But Erica's reaction said more than what Spice said about her son, if you ask me. Because again, if a consistent parent is a confident parent. So if you're not confident in your consistency, then you'll react to how Erica reacted. That's the reaction of a person not taking care of their business. That's not the reaction of somebody that ducks are in a row. Okay. It's kind of like somebody saying, there's a car outside with the headlights on. If you can't remember exactly if you turned your headlights off, you probably gonna stand up. You probably gonna go out there and check. So it's the same thing with Erica. But if you know you turned your headlights off, you're gonna go out there. Like my headlights turn off automatically. You ain't talking about me. That's the confidence. You know, like my lights turn off automatically. That ain't my car. It could be the same color. Although it's not mine because my car lights turn off automatically. So because you're confident in that and you know that about your car. So it's the same thing about your parenting. If you know you're a good parent to your kid, if you know your kid don't dislike you and stuff like that, why respond that way? It's given there's truth to what's being said, and it triggered you. You got triggered by what was stated because you feel that way about yourself. A lot of times we're already beating ourselves up about things that we're not necessarily doing. You know, we beat ourselves up about it. So when somebody says it out loud, it's like you already been, because we are our own worst enemy. Can't nobody dog us worse than us because we deal with ourselves 24 hours a day. Okay. So if you already feel some type of way about yourself, you gotta consistently dealing with it because it's you. You know, you can't escape you. You know, that's when people bring in stuff like drugs and alcohol and stuff like that to escape themselves, to escape, you know, what is going on to what they can't, you know. So again, you feel some type of way because it's truth. Too. And I'm not saying it's like the odds on, oh, she know exactly what she's talking about. No, I don't feel that way. But, and another thing is because Spice, you came over here to America to get your career, you know, and stuff off of the ground. You have to leave your kids behind in order to do that. It doesn't mean that you were being a bad mother or not. You're being a good mother because as soon as you got it, from what it looks like, as soon as you got it to where you can afford to have your kids here and all of that stuff, you sent for them immediately so that y'all could reunite. Now, one could call you a bad parent and be like, or say that your kids don't like you, or you would left your kids, or this or that. You know, one could say that. It wouldn't make them correct. But you also wouldn't want anybody saying that about you. You won't want anybody saying you abandoned your kids in another on an island, you know, somewhere to come here to party and hang out and drink and twerk on dudes. And you don't want people saying that, girl, because that ain't what you did. It's just part of your job description. It's not I'm out here, you know, living my best life. My kids just back, you know, home. No, that wasn't what that word. It wasn't. You were doing what you needed to do, unlike Pop Quiz, Akbar Pop Quiz D. Unlike her, she said she was going to do what she needed to do to reunite with her children, and she did not do that. Instead, she worried about getting this surgery still and that surgery still, on the regular girl, whatever. So, yeah, but you won't want nobody, you know, speaking on your kids like that. So it's hard. I still feel like the blue monkey comment and the wish you died, you should have died. Those comments to me was still too far. Still too far. It didn't warrant none of that. It did not. But you got to be careful wishing death and stuff on people because sometimes it can be in reverse. It absolutely can. You can bounce right back onto somebody you love and care about. So you got to be careful throwing that type of stuff into the universe. So, yeah, to me, all of that, it was still unwarranted. There was no reason to come for her looks or to literally get like a blue monkey. Like, come on, girl. And you said that with your chest. You said that with that vein on the top of your forehead. So, with that Harry Potter vein, girl, that lightning bolt popping out your forehead. So, that was a lot That it to me was a lot, girl. Like, and you were outside, so you at that point, girl, you should just left. It's how I looked at it. You should just left, and then that would have been on Spice. Then it would be like, Spice, girl, you wouldn't have to say nothing about that woman child. You wouldn't have to say that, girl. But I mean, it just is what it is. Spice did not bring up her child, though. She did not. Erica brought up her own kid. So yeah, and Spice just commented on it, which she shouldn't. She shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have. But she did. You know, what's done is done. But when Erica and her did get into it, it wasn't like Spice was calling her burritos and and stuff like that. Like she didn't do none of that. Like, girl, she ain't call her no wetback. And then, like she didn't do none of that stuff. So it's like Erica calling her blue monkey stuff, like that's unnecessary. Just like if Spice would have said something racially motivated behind that, what Erica said to her, that still wouldn't have been right. Like, two wrongs don't make it right. Like, it still wouldn't have been okay. So, like, that's still, I still would have been mad at Spice. Like, girl, you didn't have to call that woman a wetback, nothing like that. You ain't have to do nothing like that, girl. So, yeah, I still would have been, but Spice didn't take it there. She could have. She could have gone racial, but she chose not to. And that be the thing. Like, it's the same thing with gay people. When a gay person gets into it with somebody straight, it's the first thing the straight person comes at. The first thing. That's why it's weird. Because it's like, if I'm calling you a bitch, and you calling me a bitch, and, I'm saying you scary, you saying I'm scary, you saying I'm saying you're in the shit. What is sexuality coming up? Like, what? So people do it all the time. So it's like, as a gay person, it's expected. That's why I feel like it don't do nothing. Like, it don't carry any weight. That's why I feel like right now, a lot of Black women, melanated women especially, it's annoying to them, but it really don't hit just because they're used to it. That's why I said VH1 ain't gonna do nothing, because they done already desensitized as many people as they needed to about the whole light skin, dark skin thing. They act as if they don't care about a person's race or nationality or what they do. They do. They absolutely do. It shouldn't take the N-word to be said for things to be taken seriously. Why does it take for somebody to say an N-word and then all of a sudden, oh, they're canceled, oh, they removed them, oh, they did. Why does it take all of that? If they'll say the N-word, then that means that there's plenty of other things that they have said that they shouldn't have. They didn't just become racist. That didn't just happen. That prejudice you just heard, that's been there. That's been there. Like, that didn't just happen today. Okay? Racism is taught. It's not something you just kind of pick up. Like walking and talking and eating and like, no. Racism is taught. Prejudice is taught. It absolutely is. It is. And with a lot of Black people, it's unfortunate because the light skin, dark skin thing comes from our own people. That comes from us. They want to blame the white man. That ain't got nothing to do with the white man. That ain't got nothing to do with him. It ain't got nothing to do with him that you are a dark skinned girl and you have a boyfriend right now, and that boyfriend just left you for a light-skinned girl. What does that have to do with the white man? That has everything to do with our people and what we justify as beautiful and what isn't. Yeah, that's us. That's internal. That years and years and years of oppression, and whatnot. So yeah, that to me, that has everything to do with us. Just like we create the standard to where we made Black being cool. Yeah, because for some reason, everybody thinks being Black is so cool. Although we discriminated against, like, discrimination ain't cool, but whatever. If we can change that narrative to where people looked at us as the less than, so now we're kind of, fantasized about and fetishized and all of that stuff to where we're awesome, we could change that too. We can change the whole light skin, dark skin thing. We can do that because it came from us. We birthed it. So we can get rid of it. But it would take us to do it. It don't have nothing to do with white people. Y'all got to stop being lazy and just blaming everything on them when you live in a community of Black people and all of you are treating each other that way. But you just don't discuss it. You just don't discuss it. That's all. That's it. Y'all just don't talk about it. You just ignore it. You know, just like a lot of other topics in our community, we just ignore. It doesn't mean that these problems don't exist. They're there, and we create a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like the Birkin bag, Gucci this, Gucci the out of the hood mentality. We created that. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of us right now driving around in nice cars, but barely got any gas. Mm-hmm. Staying in a nice house, but sleeping with somebody in order to be there, not because we earned our keep, you know, and stuff like that. Viewing it as goals to be with someone that has money, but you don't, meaning it's a goal to value somebody else's accomplishment, but not your own. We did that. That don't have nothing to do with white people. Got to stop blaming that on them. Got to stop that. Mm-hmm. Yes. That a lot of Black men, especially, would rather go buy some Jordans or some Forces and a Gucci belt before they pay their rent. That ain't got nothing to do with the white man. That they take their whole check and go spend it at a strip club and drinks and stuff at a bar and whatnot on their friends and whatnot, but going to go stay with their mama when they leave and got 3 kids. What that got to do with the white man? These men run around pumping all these babies inside of these women and then going across town and doing it all over again just to leave that woman to go to. What that got to do with the white man? Okay. I don't feel like that has anything to do with the white man. A young Black boy watching a music video and seeing all of this bling bling and feeling like I got to do that in order to get that. What they got to do with the white man? And then y'all say that white people are racist when they don't let the kids listen to like hip hop and watch the video. No, they just don't want them to aspire to be that because that comes and goes. There's no actual career plan in being a rapper. They would rather their kids, you know, look at, and it's a lot of the Black people that's the same way. A lot of Black people don't let their kids listen to hip hop and stuff like that, play the violent video game. A lot of Black people are like that. They don't even let water guns into their home, let alone anything. We don't want you. No. A lot of people are like that. It's not just white people. A lot of people are, because that isn't what you should want your child to aspire to be. Because they don't even, a lot of them there on a fluke. A lot of these people be there on a fluke. Like, not I went to school and I worked hard and no. That's why you see a lot of these artists on the streets and stuff on YouTube begging for $1 to sing. Oh Lord, God, the judges just write themselves, because then they could be out here singing "As We Lay" for 100 pennies. We ain't even got to say MC Hammer no more. Your kid could be on YouTube arguing over a bag of change. My daughter says she wants to sing. Look, I'm gonna need you to have a plan B. Do you want to be on YouTube arguing over a bag of change? Okay, going from working with Jay-Z. I'm working with Clive Dave to give me my change. That's our change. Is that? This could be your future. So, girl. So, I'm just saying, girl, you could be out here homeless as hell. You sure can. Don't let them videos fool you. So, girl. So, let's get to this before we get on up out of here without already have Mark. Okay, so Diamond Shades Sierra, girl, I lived. Girl, I lived. Let's get into this. Girl, I lived.
That is concerned about what I'm doing in my personal life, this message is for you. Keep that same energy when you see me. A lot of that shit y'all hoes said in y'all confession, y'all didn't say that shit to my face. And I'm sorry I look 21 and you look unrecognizable, sweetie. I'm sorry that I still look the same. You had to get facial injections, sweetie, which means you have the lowest self-esteem out of any one of these bitches on the show. But I'm enjoying it. I'll keep watching. And I might give my 2 cents. I got your ass all the way together, sweetie. But of course, they cut a lot of that out to, I guess, save face for you. But like I said, a lot of that shit that y'all said on confessions, y'all hoes and say that shit to my face. This is my city, honey. And if you feel a certain kind of way, baby girl, I'm out. Or anyone else that is concerned about what I'm doing in my personal life, this message is for you. Keep that same energy when you see me. A lot of that shit y'all hoes said in y'all confession, y'all didn't say that shit to my face.
There was a scene on Love and Hip Hop. I wish I could play it, but I can't because it's copyright. So there was a scene on Love and Hip Hop. And let me make sure I muted that because I my screen plugged up. I'm gonna hear it. Okay. So there's a scene and Diamond sits down with Sierra, right? And during this conversation, Diamond basically just like, girl, mind your business, girl. You was over there. I heard you say my name, you know, all of that. You told people that me and Scrap was in a hotel bed together, you know, and all of this, yada. And Sierra, because Diamond kept calling Bambi a horsey. She kept calling her horsey, right? Which was hilarious. She kept calling her horsey. And Sierra was trying to act like she's so loyal to Bambi. So she pretty much like ended up walking away from the conversation. But everything that Diamond was saying in the conversation, I feel like Diamond was right. Sierra was just like, well, you left Scrappy for Soulja Boy back in the day, you know, blase. But here's the thing. Diamond was dating Scrappy back in the day, and Scrappy cheated on Diamond with Bambi. Okay. So Bambi, Diamond, like, girl, what up? Girl, I ain't gotta respect the deer. Like the deer entered in on my relationship. Girl, don't try to make it seem like I'm entering in on anything. Girl, please. Girl, please. He cheated on me with her, like back in the day, and then he ended up wiping her up later on in life. But at the end of the day, I've been around, right? So Diamond, because you know, Diamond is my girl. Diamond and Scrappy have been friends for a long time. Like you never know when something going on between them, just because they've been friends for so long. So Diamond riding for Scrappy, I completely understand that. I absolutely do. Because I don't think that she's just riding for him as like an ex, or because I don't even think that they're in a relationship right now. I just think that they're really cool. That's just what they were. I just think that they're cool. They've known each other for years, since they were like teenagers, you know, and whatnot. So yeah, so and she did dump him back in the day for Soulja Boy, but it was because he was cheating on her with Bambi. Not even Arica. Arica didn't even have nothing to do with it. It was Bambi. So that's why she like, girl, don't. If anything, you getting all up in the Kool-Aid, you getting up in the mix, you're getting where you don't belong. Girl, I've been here. Girl, I've been here. You tried it. Like, me and Scrap got history. Like, girl, like you Your hard face ass don't even compare. And now, Diamond and Sierra went to high school together. Did y'all know that? Girl, they went to high school together, girl. And this is what Sierra looked like to the left in this photo. This is what she looked like the last time Bambi has seen her. The last time Bambi has seen her, bitch. So when Diamond and Sierra went to high school together. So the last time Diamond seen Sierra before a few years ago, this is what Sierra looked like. The picture to the left, depending on what side of the screen you're looking at. Agree. So yes, that is what Sierra looked like. So when this Sierra was mentioned, because allegedly Diamond and Sierra had another entanglement because Sierra baby daddy, I guess, was sleeping with Diamond. Okay, agree. But like they was over and whatnot, so like I guess it wasn't a big deal. But girl, so when they were saying that, you know, Diamond, you messing with Sierra baby daddy, Diamond like, Sierra who? So they're like, you know, y'all went to high school, like Sierra from high school, girl, you remember that bobblehead bitch? So Diamond was like, okay, so Diamond thinking of the woman to the left, right? So then when she see her, the Sierra now, she like, like, girl, I didn't even know that was you. Like, so Sierra was trying to put a lot on it, like, girl, I didn't look that different from where no, you look a lot different. Your face and neck and body lighter, your cheekbones, all of that, girl. You done got a lot of work, girl. You look completely different. Yes, you do. You do not look like that woman with them cute dimples in the picture to the left, because she was pretty. So it's just like, girl. So she trying to put a lot on it, like Sierra trying to put a lot on Diamond, like, oh, Diamond trying to make it look like I look so different, and she's trying to throw shade. Like, no, you do look a lot different. It's the last time she's seen you was in high school, and you look like that, and then the next time she see you, you look like this. Where's the lie? Where is the lie? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Where's the lie? I feel like she's telling the truth. I feel like Diamond is not putting a lot on it. Like, she absolutely is. So when Diamond says, sorry, I look 21 and you look unrecognizable, in the scene from Love and Hip Hop, she says that to her. Diamond says to her, like, girl, when I seen you in high school versus seeing you now, I had no idea that they was talking about you, because I didn't know you were you. Like, girl. She's like, girl, all them fillers and all that stuff in your face, girl, you lighter, all of that, girl, you look like a whole other person. And so Diamond saying sorry that she still looks 21. Diamond is a very pretty girl. I've always thought Diamond was pretty. And Diamond has aged very gracefully. What is Diamond like? Right under 40? Like almost 40 or 40, something like that. I think Diamond looks amazing. I think she looks really good. And I wouldn't recognize her either. I would not have recognized her either. Like, I don't feel like Diamond is putting a lot on that. Y'all, those pictures look completely different. They don't look like the same person. They do not. They don't. Now, I mean, no, they just don't look the same. Sorry. They don't look the same. They don't. Diamond has always been a pretty girl to me. She's always been pretty. Diamond is very so much pretty. Now, I don't know what the hell she had on at them EBT Awards. Girl, I don't know. Sometimes Diamond be a little late with the fashion. But other than that, that body together. And she has, 2 kids? I think the Diamond does she have 1 or 2 kids? Diamond looks great. Diamond has always been pretty. She's always been like a naturally thin girl. A little firecracker. I've always liked Diamond. I think that Diamond is pretty. She is. And like Diamond said, like, why is it? Because you were insecure, and you could tell Sierra was insecure, because if you just feel like it's a little tweak that you want to do, like, okay, well, I don't like my nose, so I'm going to get my nose done. or I don't like my lips, so I'm making my lips done. And if you just do that and then you leave everything else alone, then that means that you're not an insecure person. But if you do this, you was insecure. You was insecure AF. You were insecure AF, girl. Because this is a lot, girl. You look completely different. Look around, your face on mute. Girl, that face to the left moved. Them dimples and all of that stuff, girl, you didn't even got dimples no more. Girl, you didn't even got dimples no more. Like, girl. So, girl, she looks like a little perky cheerleader in that picture to the left. The one on the right, girl, you did not like you. You did not like you. You couldn't have. You couldn't have, because you look like a completely different person. That does not, I don't give a what she say. You do not look the same. No, you don't. No. Mm-mm. No. No. She went from over there looking like the cute little perky girl that she was to on the other side looking like Jada Waiter. She took the doctor a picture of Jada Waiter and said, do this to me. Do this to me, girl. She look like Jada Waiter mama. She do. Girl. La, 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 la. So, yeah, I don't feel like Diamond is putting a lot on it. And I don't think Diamond is surgery shaming or anything like that. But she like, no. Girl, you look completely different. I didn't even know that was you, sir. I didn't even know that was you, sir. Like, girl, like, you look completely different. It's not my fault that I'm aging like wine. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not over here playing with my face, nothing like that. I'm leaving what God put together alone. Yes, Sierra's face is on mute. Look, she's smiling hard as hell in this picture to the picture to the right with the green screen up. She's smiling hard as hell in this picture. Girl. Look around in the face on mute. Girl. La, 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 la. She's smiling hard as hell. Y'all can't see it? She's smiling cheek to cheek. You see how she's smiling in the picture to the left? That's how she's smiling in the one to the right. Y'all tried it. It's the same smile. It is. Y'all see how she's super smile, big pretty smile to the left? Is she doing the same thing she did? You just look around in the face on mute. Zero energy, girl. Oh my goodness. So it's the same smile. It's just not her face on mute. Meaning no facial expressions. Her face can't talk no more. That's it. Because you know how sometimes your mama can give you a look and you just, chill out in a grocery store. It's impossible now. That's impossible now. Because I did not know she was upset when she was arguing with Diamond. On the thing, I said, oh, she's upset? I knew she was upset because she walked away. Otherwise, I would have never known. Because she's in there. I thought, oh, she's mad? I had no idea. I had no idea. I would have never known. I didn't know that, Lord. I that's what that were. I would have never known. I never knew my father. Agree. So, but yeah, just the same smile, girl. Just, little piece of filler, little piece. Little piece. A little piece. And she's trying to put a lot on my girl, Diamond. I said, don't you do it. Not my girl, Diamond. Not my girl. So, my girl, so shut up to Diamond. Okay, so I'm gonna leave because we're almost at 2 hours. And I'll be back to be messy. I absolutely will. We will be on coffee later on this evening. And we will do Station Head after the next YouTube show. So after the next YouTube show, which should be like the next hour, we'll go on to Station Head after, and then I'll announce the show for coffee tonight. Okay. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all the super stickers, all the like. Thank you so much for hitting a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. We will be back in like an hour, so don't go too far. I would say like 30 minutes to an hour. We will be back, okay, to be messy. So good. So I love you guys. Until the next show. Bye. Or not.